we came here to do.
Ashley, don't forget that our primary objective is to establish a two-way portal back to Earth to enable human colonization of Galatea 37.
That's true, but we also have to study this planet to ensure that it is safe for colonization, and to minimize the damage done to the local ecosystem by future colonists.
Minimizing damage to the local ecosystem is listed at the end of the official list of priorities of this mission.
I'm the only human on this planet. I can set my own list of priorities.
Yes.
The planetary geomapping procedure is in progress, calculating coordinates for possible rift jump locations. The process will soon be completed. Orbital scanner geomapping procedure finished. We have gathered a lot of very useful information about the planet and found traces of rare elements in multiple locations around the globe. One of Galatea's continents appears to be a barren desert that has been scorched by intense radiation and very intense solar activity. These harsh conditions... Research completed.
Research station. Cultivation, yes. I guess that one goes as well. And for you, mortar. I need that one. Headquarter 4 is that locked too. But that rocket launcher is something that I'll be building.
Are most probably caused by the high condensation of radioactive elements like uranium or thorium. Our scans have located a safe rift jump location for an initial scouting mission.
Okay.
Gaining access to uranium would allow us to construct nuclear power plants and some heavy weaponry. This should make surviving on Galatea much easier.
The second interesting area is densely covered by acidic clouds of unknown origin. Spectral analysis detected traces of palladium scattered throughout this geographical zone. I have marked a safe rift jump location for initial reconnaissance on the orbital scanner interface.
Okay.
Warning! An enemy attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base. Titanium has been detected in a large zone of intense volcanic activity. The orbital scanner has been providing some strange readings from this area, with temperatures ranging from 800 to 100 Kelvin. On top of that, it is entirely impossible to get any sensible magnetic field readings from this area. We were able to find a safe rift jump location within the volcanic zone. However, you should expect extreme environmental conditions.
All of these locations contain extreme environmental hazards and unknown species of creatures. We should upgrade our equipment as much as we can before venturing out into these new biomes.
Let's have a peek. Speaking of peak, rocket launcher, yes please.
Crafting completed.
Craft me one of those bad boys.
Warning! A hostile group of creatures is heading towards our base. Prepare for an incoming attack.
I am prepared. Yeah, they're going down. They're going down. Yeah. Use the orbital scanner. Where do I want to go first? I guess desert.
Rift jump successful. Environmental scanning in progress.
The natural background radiation in this area is very high. It would kill most living organisms from Earth.
My standard radiation shielding can withstand these levels of exposure without any damage. However, if the background radiation is so high in this area, then we can expect much more intense sources of gamma particles. These could pose a serious threat.
The protective atmosphere is also very thin in this area. UV radiation from the sun could pose a real threat. No wonder this area looks like a desert. We'll have to improve environmental shielding on our structures before setting up a larger outpost in this area.
Ashley, we should gather more data about this area. We can later use the readings from my sensors to develop improved radiation and UV shielding for both my armor and our structures.
Okay, let's try to scout as much area as possible to feed your sensors with enough data.
Outpost construction in progress. This building is a local version of our headquarters. It will allow me to reconstruct whenever I am destroyed. And it has a permanent rift station that we can rift jump to at any time.
It will also allow us to automatically transfer all of the resources that are mined in this location back to our HQ, even if we're not present in this location. We can construct a network of such outposts around the planet to build up our economy. It's the only way to acquire enough resources to construct the Rift Station and all of its components.
Be mindful of where we place these buildings, though. Our headquarters have a capacity limit of how many outposts we can support at once. So whenever there is no use for an outpost, we should deconstruct it and recycle the resources that were used to build it.
I was thinking these
Ashley,
things
you've
isn't
placed
the
this
best.
structure on quicksand. It is going to slowly sink into the sand. We should research extra stable floor tiles so we can place them over quicksand to prevent sinking. Ashley, I'm detecting a new species of creatures that have very unusual movement characteristics.
That sounds very interesting. The creatures in this biome are unlike anything that we've seen before. Let's go to its suggested location and try to learn more about it.
It's a little bit better. Mistake!
Base is under attack.
Right. Silly rats. Get out of my face. Is this like... Yeah, it is.
Warning! I'm detecting dangerous sun activity. Ashley, there is no protective atmosphere over this desert. We're going to sustain damage.
Okay.
The sun is burning our armor and structures. Hopefully this will not last long.
Are you gonna burn until the end of time, or will you let me live?
Solar radiation is getting back to normal. Fascinating. Look at this creature. It has a very dense and thick carapace, yet it moves very swiftly over sand. We should study this species further.
I can sense a few of these creatures in this area, but this won't be enough to gather samples for research.
Let's pass this creature's characteristics to the orbital scanner and look for a location where we can find more of them.
Affirmative, Ashley. We should have some results available shortly. Orbital scanning completed. We found a location that looks like a breeding ground for the Stregoros species. We can go there to study it further.
Stregoros species. Travel to the Stegoros nest. Is that like on this place, or let's teleport back to here? Those walls were breaking, I guess. Is that a jump place? Let's have a look at these. Yeah, they look cute. Stregoros nest, open rift. How far have I been going? 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Rift jump successful. Dust storm incoming. Prepare for severe visibility reduction.
This Stregoros breeding area is located in a narrow rocky valley. Its layout works like a large wind tunnel and creates an almost constant dust storm.
It is going to be difficult to fight these creatures in these conditions. We can gather research samples in a more effective way using the bioscanner.
Yes, the bioscanner is going to be much better than any weaponry here. We can use it to scan these creatures from afar without making them aggressive. It is also much quicker at finding good research samples.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working.
These green crystals are emitting a lot of gamma radiation. Try not to stand too close to them, or they will damage my armor.
Yeah, only some of these creatures could actually be scanned. Jesus!
Ashley, I'm picking up a magnetic anomaly nearby. It might be worth investigating that area.
Interesting. Maybe that's the real reason why there are so many of these creatures in this area. Let's investigate this.
Okay, where are you? All the way down there. Yeah, let's head for that place then. So you bad boys.
Our sensors are indicating large quantities of tanzanite within the cacti specimen.
We can use tanzanite as a catalyst for production of high-energy weaponry and equipment. It would be great if we could gather large quantities of this mineral to create something useful.
A broader arsenal of weaponry could undoubtedly help us survive against all these new hostile species. Let's start researching tanzanite handling.
Jesus, I can't see shit. Yeah, they do resist a lot of it.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
Yeah, slowly kill them is the thing, I think. I will probably divide this one into half-an-hour segments though. Jesus. Jesus, that's a big one. Get back from where you came! Uh-oh. Don't know what that was, but it sure was.
The Stregaro species is fascinating. Its carapace is built from an incredibly strong and light form of carbochitinous plating. It's perfect for these sandy deserts, as it allows these creatures to move quickly over quicksand despite their mass. We've gathered enough samples to start researching new technology that will enable us to place special floor tiles over quicksand that will prevent our buildings from sinking.
Investigate the
Research
unknown.
completed.
Extra stable floors. Capacity research labs. Task night handling that I want to be top. No, I want you to be top. Then tense night handling. Yep.